Hey everybody, my name is Shane Carlin with the Global Prosperity Movement. I'm going to show you guys the compensation plan mastery involving the K8. It's an exceptional product, and I'm sure by now you guys have already understood all of the science and everything behind it. And now I'm just going to explain how the business works. So the price of the machine is $5,000. Okay, it's $5,000. And after tax in BC, we're here in Vancouver, BC right now, the price is $5,600. Alright, now what the company does is instead of paying for endorsements and celebrities and advertising and internet marketing and all these kinds of things, which would cost millions and millions and millions of dollars to educate the public as to why they need this device and this product, they use word of mouth marketing. So the nice thing about that is they pay that commission out to the distributors like you and me. So what they do is they make this, they pay out 57% of the price of the machine to distributors, and that is a total of $2,720. So that's a nice commission. 27.20. Okay. Now what the company does in order to pay people for their coaching and their time investment in helping you grow your business and what they do is they break that $2,720 into 8 different points. Okay? So each of the points is worth $340. Okay, 340 times 8, 2720. Now the company has 6 different ranks, and the nice thing about this is you never have a monthly qualification. You don't ever have to pay a membership fee. You don't have to pay to earn. Once you have your machine, your product, you are in business with Enagic for life. So for example, if you sold a machine tomorrow and you didn't sell another one for 15 years, and then you did, you'd still get paychecks. And if you even sold one machine and that person sold machines, even if you never sold another, you would still get commission. And that's a really, really cool thing, but of course we're not talking about only selling one machine and quitting for the rest of your life. We're talking about growing a massive business that can help you and your family have a lifestyle and live like you'd never believed. So 6 different ranks. See that? Alright, now the very first rank is called 1A. As a 1A, that just means 1 out of the 8 points. You're a 1-point associate. And as a 1A, with the K8, you are earning $340. Now there's a few rules I want to explain. Each rank is like a lane. Okay, like a bowling lane. Alright? Whoever you put in any of these lanes is staying in that lane. So you have to put 2 people in your 1A lane before you're allowed to advance. You have to make 2 direct sales. There's direct sales and then there's group sales. If I sell to you, you're a direct sale to me. If you sell to someone, that person's direct to you, but they're in my group. So there's direct sales and group sales. Now, I have to make 2 direct sales as a 1A. That means, let's say I sold a machine to Tom. So I made $340. I got 1 out of the 8 points when I sold a machine to Tom. And if Tom sells a machine to somebody, because he's in my 1A lane, I'm entitled to earn 1 out of the 8 points from everything that Tom does and anything that his people and his organization do, as long as there's at least 1 point for me to earn. So the nice thing is Tom sold a machine to someone and I got 1 point, he got 1 point. That means the other 6 points went to the people or person above me who are mentoring me, coaching me, and showing me how to do this business. Okay, I sold my second machine to someone called Sally. Sally bought a machine, I made another $340. Okay, now that's just how these lanes work. So, just to reiterate that, whoever's in my 1A lane, I'm only entitled to earn 1 out of the 8 points from anything that happens in their organization. They will advance in ranks, but I'm only going to earn 1 point from them in their business. The next rank is called 2A. As a 2A, you're earning $680 because 340 times 2 is 680 bucks. Now, if I make a direct sale while my organization has between 3 and 10 people, that direct sale is going to land in my 2A lane. Okay, so right now I have 3 people. So if I make another direct sale, that would be the 4th person in my organization, and it's a direct sale for me, so that direct sale is now going to be right here in this lane. So I bet you $680 would make a better month for you. I know for a fact it would make a better month for most families, and you only have to have this many people in your organization in order to make that kind of money. And just to explain things, I know that I just kind of brushed over about the pricing here, and maybe a lot of people are thinking, well, hey, I don't have $500, $600 in my pocket right now. It's kind of expensive. The good news is you can finance this for about $125 per month. So it's actually very affordable, and I want you to consider this, that most people who get into network marketing businesses, and most people will be spending between $100 and $150 on auto ship on some consumable product, whereas this one is a financing, okay, so people can't just quit the financing on month 4, and you're going to be making this kind of money within maybe even 4 people in your organization. So it's very, very powerful stuff, guys. I want you to pay close attention, because if this person here goes ahead and sells 2 units, okay, they started off as a 1-point associate, so they got 340 and 340, but because they're in my 2A lane, I got 2 out of the 8 points. So when they sold a machine, I got 680 and I got 680. Not bad. And of course, if that duplicates, you can see where you can make a lot of money very, very quickly with this in a very short period of time. Now, the next rank after that is 3A. As a 3A, you're earning a whopping $1,020. 3 times 340. And if I make a direct sale while my organization has between 11 and 20 people, that direct sale is going to go into my 3A lane. Now, I'm going to fill out the rest of these ranks. The 4A, if I make a direct sale while my organization has between 21 and 50 people, that direct sale is going to make me $1,360. All right, now 5A, $1,700. If I make a direct sale while my organization has between 51 and 100, and 6A, this one I really like. It's actually $2,040. And if I make a direct sale while my organization has over 100 people in it, that direct sale goes in my 6A lane, and I'm earning a lot of money. Okay, now I'm just going to go over a couple scenarios. I've given you some building blocks here, and I just want to go over things and make it very, very thorough so that I kind of answer any questions you might have. So, you do not have to achieve each rank. You only achieve a rank when you make a direct sale if your organization is between these numbers. So for example, I sold a machine to Mark and Sally here, and let's just say that I helped them and my upline helped them and so on and so forth, and we helped them get about, let's just say Mark got 10 units underneath his business, and same thing with Sally. Okay? So however they looked in their organization, wherever those people ended up, I made 340 times 22. Mark, Sally, and their 20. Right? So not a bad amount of money for 2 people getting into my organization. I actually signed somebody up. It was my very first sale, and I love him. He's a great guy. He's now got 87 units in his organization. So more about that later on. I'm going to explain how that has actually helped us produce a better way of mastering this compensation plan. Okay, so now, if they have 22 people, and I'm going to make my third sale, it's another direct, my organization has now exceeded 10 people, it's exceeded 20 people. My next direct sale would be number 23, so they're going to that would be between 21 and 50. So that direct sale is actually going to go into my 4A lane. Okay? Boom. Right there. Let's just call this guy Mike. Everybody's called Mike, right? There's a billion Mikes out there. Now, there's 21. This is I earned $1,360 when I got Mike on my team. He goes ahead and sells a machine to his mom, his sister, and his grandmother. Okay? 3 directs all to him. He made 340. He got 1 point. I got 4. I got 1360. He got 340. I got 4. 1360. His third sale, take a look at the 2A, went into his 2A lane. So on his third sale, when he sold the machine to his grandma, he got $680. But I still got my 4 points because there's 8 points that get paid out. So look at this. He sold that machine to his grandma, but guess what? The guy above me still got paid 2 points because there's 8. So eventually, as the points go down, what ends up happening is you run into this problem. If this person sells to this person, sells to this person, sells to this person, all the way down, eventually I can only earn 3 points, and then as it goes down, 2 points, and then 1 point, and eventually I'm out of the points. Okay? So that's a little bit of a dilemma, because you might have someone join your organization 15 points down, and they could be a rock star, and maybe you won't get anything. But the good news is, once you have 100 units in your organization, the company gives you the official title of 6A, and now everything that happens beneath your 8 points, you're going to get paid $180 from. Infinitely deep. That's pretty cool stuff. So just pay attention to that, guys, because you know, the guy over here who's my team, he you know, he's getting close to being a 6A himself, and I get all these $180 paychecks because a lot of what's going on in his organization is actually beneath my 8 points. But that's okay, because there are some very, very generous and amazing bonuses when you have a bunch of people in your team who are 6A, but I'm not going to get into that today. What I want to do now is I'm going to talk about strategy. So I hope that this makes sense. If it doesn't, please rewind, watch it again. I know sometimes people see bubbles, dots, and numbers, and it might be confusing, but I promise you, after you watch it enough times, it'll definitely make sense. And mastering and understanding the compensation plan is absolutely key. Okay, so you are allowed to buy and sell to yourself 3 different times. Okay, now it's very important, because if you strategize this correctly, okay, what's going to end up happening is every time you sell to yourself, that what you sold to yourself, it actually counts as a brand new business center. Okay, so what we have is we have this little a travel unit. We have a shower. We have these Ukon pills, which are amazing anti-inflammatory turmeric oil. It's an outstanding product. The shower, it's if you don't know about the shower, I suggest that you look it up or hop in the shower of someone who's got one, because it's an outstanding product. It basically takes your shower, takes your water, filters out all the chlorine and the heavy metals, removes everything that can damage your body and your skin, and then it runs the water past these very, very powerful magnets that break apart the molecule clusters. Now it's micro-clustered water. It shoots it through a core of minerals that perfectly pH balance the shower water for your skin and hair. And it basically moisturizes, nourishes, and conditions and rejuvenates your skin and hair. And it's one of the best products I've ever seen. You never want to shower in anything else once you've had that shower. Okay, so you can buy one of those products and sell it to yourself here as your 4A. So all you need is get 20 units in your organization. You become your 21st sale. Your journey from here to here obviously made you a boatload of money, anywhere from 12 to 18,000, possibly more. Okay? Now, you buy a machine and you sell it to yourself, the same rules apply that applied to you at the beginning. Your new business center has to make 2 direct sales. Well, what happens when you make your first? Well, this business center gets paid 1 point. This one gets paid 4 points. So you essentially just got paid $1,700 for your very first sale to your second business center. So you've skipped all the way to 5A, which is pretty cool. Now, when you make your second mandatory sale, guess what happens? You get another $1,700 if it's the K8. Now, when you make a third sale to your second business center, okay, if your business looked like this, how much did you make on this third one? Well, remember when this was Mike, he made the 5, he was a 2A? Well, your second business center just became a 2A. So right here, you got paid $680, plus you got paid $1,360, so you just took home $2,040. Guys, think about this. You only need 21, 22, 23 units or people, however it's going to go in your organization before you can make over $2,000 from making a single sale. That's outstanding. It's not a lot of work. It's pretty incredible when you can see this. But here's the other question. What happens when your second business center has 20 people or 20 units in it, sorry. And the reason I'm saying units is because sometimes, well, a lot of times people are going to come on board and they're going to buy 2 or 3 units. They might buy the shower and the machine and the Ukon. And that's a very, very common factor. So because they want to have all the products, they want to get the full experience. So this, you might think 20 people, but 20 units divided by 3, it actually equals not very many people having to get into your organization. Boom. You're making all the money. That's what happens when you have 20 people in your second business center, right? You just repeat the matrix that you did here. You get yourself to 20. You get this second business center to 20 units again. Now when you're making a direct sale to your second business center, you're taking home 4 points, and you're taking home 4 points. That is $2,720. Now that's pretty cool. I don't know about you guys, but I know what I'm thinking about that. I think making almost $3,000 from one sale, I'm pretty sure I can do that once a month. And that's a good month for a lot of people, okay? So I think this is great, but I still don't think it's enough. I think we can do better, and we can make even more, okay? So let's just say, you guys, there's 2 ways you can get started in this, okay? And the reason we came up with this little strategy, and this is why right now we're such a fast-growing team, is really because of the fact that I placed my good friend Jordan as my very first sale, and he did the math for me, because I put him as my 1A instead of my 2A. To this day, I haven't made, well, I don't want to make an in-claim claim on this, but it's a lot of money. So we have 2 ways to get paid, or to get started. Option A, which is the slow way, and option B, which is fast. All right, now I want you to tell me which makes more sense to you. Option A is you're financing the machine. It's about $125 a month. We use Medicard.com, and it's almost instant approval. It's no payment for 1 month. So you actually get to join for free, and in 1 month, your payments will be about $125. And your first 2 sales, if you're selling the K8, will be $340 and $340, or 2 mandatory direct sales before you're allowed to advance to 2A and above. So let's just write that out. 340 and 340. Okay, that's great. Not a bad way to get started. Hey, you're in the business. This is great. But let's just take a look at the option B. See what happens. So option B is we're going to get the Anespa. And we're going to get the Ukon. And we're going to get the K8. The total financing price for that in BC is about $89.37 or 89.38, pardon me. So let's just write that down. You're going to finance 89, let's just say 89.40, okay? 8,000, now you're thinking, wow, that's a whole lot of money. Wow, that's expensive. Well, guess what? Your financing monthly payments are going to be about $225 a month, approximately. Everybody's might be $5 or $10 difference depending on your credit. I'm just going with what the average is here. And you don't pay anything for 1 month. But what happens is you buy the Anespa. That's what you're buying from your sponsor. You sell yourself the K8 as your very first 1A. How much did you get paid? $340. The points on the Ukon, it's $660. The commissionable points, every product has 8 points. The points on this one are $40. So you sell the Ukon to yourself as your second 1A, and you got paid $40. They pay commission out the next day for direct sales. So before you make this payment, you just got paid $380. Within 2 or 3 business days, you just got paid to join us. That makes a lot more sense, guys. And guess what happens? If you make your very first direct sale now to your friends, your family, someone that you met on Facebook, guess what? $680. Okay, so $380 is going to cover 1 and basically almost 2 payments, okay? Let's just say 1.5. So you basically got no down payment. You get paid $380 within 3 days to get started with us. Your first payment isn't for 1 month, and you've already got that covered, and most of the next payment. And if you make a direct sale, option A, you get paid $680. But what happens if somebody signs up with you and they go with option B? Based on the commissional structure that you would make from each of these, you would make $1,110. Booyah! Guys, that's a crazy plan. So this is how we are going leaps and bounds ahead. And of course, as you advance to the next rank, if you do a trifecta, we call this, your income is going to go up substantially. So that is the GPM Comp Plan Mastery involved in the K8. I hope this made sense to you guys, and definitely get back to the guy who sent you this, and let's rock some business.